Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Eagles take over first and at their own 22-yard line.
Set! 120! Here we go!
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, Will.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. That one goes for 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
With the score, Packers 7, Eagles nothing.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
30. Hands like them. Hey, Delta.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop. That's 10. Hey, high 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Play action. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Muhammad. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. Allen, pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 11 more on that one and another first down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drop.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, they're starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both.
He's got a man complete. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Throwing now is Allen. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quentin Jefferson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now wins. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Do it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off near the 29. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. On first down, Muhammad. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen, throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
They go again with Muhammad. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd down, Muhammad, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
To the air, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
50-19. 56. 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Packers 31, Eagles 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Come on, now, let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn the ball.
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Hey, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Allen. He's going to air one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he threw.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
120!
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.